Hey guys, so this video will be a little bit random when it comes to just recording it, but I wanted to make this just because of just kind of more of an update for those who keep up with my videos and are kind of curious of what the new year is gonna look like in terms of uploads and stuff like that. So right now, I did order all the albums. All the albums I ordered have already arrived, so I don't have anything on the way. Um, in terms of K-pop releases. So right now I'm not waiting for anything. The main reason is because I will be traveling the first half of the year a lot. So I do want to save up for my trips because I'll be going to different places. Maybe I'll make a video regarding like specifically where I went to. But I just have to save money. So I want to kind of step away from buying K-pop albums for a little bit. It's gonna be a little bit hard because I'm so used to just like seeing a great deal or finding an album that I was looking for a while ago, and I get it. So there might be a few unboxings here and there, but it won't be like a bunch of albums like on a certain month. It's just gonna be a little bit more slow. So that's for, I guess, new albums and stuff like that. So you're not gonna see a lot of new albums being unboxed, and by new albums I mean even albums that are really old that I need for my collections, like just new albums to my collection. So I will try to get some new releases here and there. I'm gonna be very selective about it, and this will be for the first half of the year. Depending on how my first half goes, I might get a bunch more this second half of the year, especially because usually summer it's very intensive when it comes to releases, and most of the releases that I do remember are from the summer or are around the summer. So that might be like maybe around August or September I might get a bunch of albums, but that's just kind of guessing because I'll also try to get a job this upcoming year, and I don't know how I'm going to deal with financing other things in my life that are not purchasing K-pop albums. So I do want to put that on hold, and for right now I'm very very content with my K-pop album collections. I'm not getting into newer groups, so that's not really gonna happen. I am following the ones that I've usually follow. The ones that I've followed for a long time, they don't promote as much, so it's not like I'm gonna get a bunch of albums. A lot of collections that I've been like that I have for specific groups or solo artists are basically almost completed with very few holes. That meaning like albums that I'm missing for my collection. So that might be the case where I get like a random album, but I don't know. I really, really don't know how the new year is gonna come when it comes to purchasing albums, because I am going on all these trips. But I will try to make an effort to, obviously every time I get a new album on the mail, I'll try to unbox it just for my sake of keeping track of what albums I got a certain month and obviously throughout the year, and to update you guys on what I'm getting. So I guess for upcoming videos, because I do want to reorganize my room and kind of make have like a notebook or a Word document or a Google Doc or something like that, where I know where I have every single K-pop album I have in my house, because that's not the case right now for me. That's like one of my goals, because this is, I guess, resolution and upcoming plans together. Right now, like, if I could show you guys my room, it's a mess. My room is not that big, and I have around 800 to 900, I lost count, or maybe like 7, I don't know, but more than 600 K-pop albums for sure. And I have boxes in storage boxes. I have albums in chests. I have albums and on shelves. I have albums just everywhere, and not just in my room. I have albums around my house as well. So And I think I made a video of like how I searched some of my K-pop albums. So if you watch those, that's just very few. That's like very few amount of the albums I have. I have most of my albums actually like stored. So I'm kind of figuring out um, where where each of these albums are. So I'll make a list. Red Velvet is in this part of my house, or if they're all together, they're all in this place. The only thing I could really do that I know where certain albums are like specific groups that I have over 20 albums from. So, for example, I have a section in my shelf just for Girls' Generation. And that shelf alone, I think, doesn't even have everything that I have from them. I have to double check just in case I put a random album somewhere else. But 95%, if not 99%, are there. Same thing for Donbanshinki, 99%. And the reason why is because not all of them fit on there, because I have like 4 albums or 5 albums that are extremely huge and they don't fit in that shelf. Same thing for Shiny, same thing for like Infinite. Like, it's just like groups that I have about more than like 20-25 albums from, that are kind of all put together. But I do have K-pop groups that I have almost 20 albums from, but they're all scattered throughout, because if it was the case where they were the same size, then I would try to put them all together. But I store most of my albums by size, not by group. Only by group if I have like not even 25, because like I think I even have groups that I have 25 albums from that are not even stored in all together. They're all stored by size. So if they do have like the same size, so for example for Infinite, that's one of the groups that I don't have all put together, but there are certain sections around my house where all the Infinite albums are together because they're the same size. Same for like Newies until like they stop breaking their traditional packaging. So regarding that, that's also connected to another plan I have for this new year. I'm gonna continue my K-pop collection videos for specific groups, because it seems like a lot of people are watching those. So I think a lot of people who just want to watch that specific group want to watch that, not just my whole entire collection. And since I have so many albums, I don't know if I'll ever make another what's it called, complete K-pop collection. And I know I made this promise like it's been like 2 or 3 years ago, where I haven't made a video where I show all my K-pop albums in an entire video. And the main reason why is because, one, I get a bunch of albums from that specific group later on, and then that means I have to like take more pictures and all that. Because if you've seen my overall K-pop collection videos, they're pictures. They're not like me showing each freaking album. It would take me a good 3-4 hours to do that, because not even, because I would have to edit that video. It would take me days to kind of create that video, and I don't have the time or the no, it's just like it's impossible to make. And I don't think it's that interesting to show every single album individually. It just like take a really long time. But if I do it individually per group, then it's more bearable, because I can talk about each release and my kind of rank them as well, because I find that a little bit more interesting, kind of talking about that specific group. But if I do get the chance to do that, I'll try to take a picture every time I film one of these, and then eventually if I do end up getting to take a picture of everything, then I'll make a complete video. But I really doubt I'll ever make one of those, because when I made those videos, it took me almost a whole month to take the pictures, because I would do it daily, where I would like take the pictures and then compile it all together. Because it's like, first of all, it's finding the album around my house because I don't know where they are. Putting them all together, try to fit them all together in my bed, take a photo of it, and then editing in the picture, and then it's just a whole entire like process. It's really time consuming. So kudos to those who make entire K-pop video complete collection videos. Kudos to you guys, because I cannot make those type of videos anymore. So for those who are curious, just kind of watch through my playlist of like, or go through my videos and like just watch my K-pop collections for specific groups, and then you get an idea of who I collect and who I have. Because I did do one, I think it was last year, 2017, where I have each of my collections recorded for that year. Obviously, it changed a lot for a lot of groups, but you could get an idea of what groups I collect from, if you're not familiar with my channel that well. But yeah, that's kind of like my resolution, is kind of continue making those individual videos, making the and then kind of talking about that specific group and ranking the albums as well. Maybe ranking just albums in general, for like mini albums or studio albums, if that specific group has multiple versions, like multiple releases, like a bunch, where I can really talk about each of those. So yeah, and then obviously just the regular videos that I usually make, which are whatever album arrives, I make an unboxing for. So yes, that's kind of more of an update and a resolution. I kind of have to control myself from buying, especially because like I do want to complete certain groups, and it's like one or two albums, and I know I can't buy them, and that the reason why there was a lot of more videos throughout December was because I was like, okay, I'm gonna purchase the albums I really want by the end of the year, and then I'm just gonna stop after I made a certain purchase, because I'm gonna spend so much money traveling, it's ridiculous. So I can't be taking out like loans just for like buying K-pop albums. No. So anyways, guys, I hope this was interesting. So for those who are curious of what I'll be uploading this upcoming new year, that's what it'll be like. And then before the new year ends, my goal is to kind of film the Kpop 2018 album tag, created by Randomly 2011. And because a bunch of my K-pop friends here on YouTube made a video for it, I just kind of have to summarize what albums were my absolute favorites, and then make a video showing all of those albums, if I do have the physical copies, of course. I did make a video that I wanted to make before the year ended, which is my top favorite K-pop songs of 2018. That was uploaded already, so if you haven't watched that, if you want to hear what my top favorite K-pop songs were for this year, watch that. But video stuff for this year, just that. In case anything weird happens, like I'll probably make a video, but that's the last video I'll film throughout by the end of this year, which is ending in a few days. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed I guess me kind of ranting a little bit, and I hope that this upcoming new year is really good. It's even better than 2018. Like I said in a bunch of my videos, but I always like to repeat it, even though this year may be difficult, or was difficult, hopefully that next year with more positive energy is in everyone's lives. I really had a great 2018 for the most part. I was very stressed the second half of it, but I was able to learn a lot more about myself actually through that situation, and I'm gonna have a lot of life-changing things and plans that I have for 2019. So I'm very excited, very anxious as well, but it's just another step in my life. So that's more on the personal level. 2019 is very important for me, because it's just a bunch of things are happening, and that will just take a long time to talk about. But the thing I'm most excited for is that I'm going to get explore parts of the world that I've never been to and do things that I really wanted to do for a really long time, and getting over a lot of the fears I have as well. So yeah, that's kind of like my little gist. So just don't be afraid to take the chance to do things that you want to, and yeah, just pursue your goals. And I hope everyone just stay safe, don't do anything crazy, and yeah, I look forward to making videos next year. I'll try my best, even if I'm too busy. I'll try to upload as often as I can, just because this is like a good way to keep my mind out of like just regular life and escape to one of the things I completely love, which is K-pop and music. So yeah, bye guys.